Epstein's been dead for a long time. If Donald Trump was in any of the files, the Democrats, Joe Biden, all of them would have released it a long time ago. It's a bunch of gibberish for people to think otherwise. The Democrat Party hates Donald Trump with a passion. That's why they created the shutdown. If Donald Trump would say that he hated oxygen, they would stop breathing. I've been focused on making sure we open up government, not worried about Epstein files as someone who's been dead for several years.
The question that it raises is, why do they release it today, on the day that they lost this whole discussion about shutting the government down? They're trying to distract again. This is what the Democrats are very good at. They want to focus on Jeffrey Epstein rather than focusing on the American people. And so if they would focus more on the American people, I think they would win. And the fact that they released those files today takes away from the fact that we're going to open the government back up and let the people get back to their normal lives.
I think that the American people deserve clarity on this issue. I think they're going to get it, right? I mean, the votes are there for the discharge petition, and I don't think that that's we're going to find out here very, very soon.
Are you going to vote for it?
I would likely not vote for the discharge petition, but I just don't think that's the right procedural way to go about it. I also have very serious concerns. Look, we had about 12 victims of Jeffrey Epstein and that kind of cobble that exists around them that, very clearly want all of the files to come out. The problem is there's 1,000 victims here, and there was 990 that weren't standing out there because they actually don't want these files released, because this is a part of their lives that's very embarrassing to them. They don't want their dirty laundry drugged through the mud. They don't want their name drugged through the public sphere. And you've got to balance that. What do the victims want with how do we ultimately get to justice and clarity for the American people? We think that we have a proper procedure for that going through the oversight and judiciary committees right now. But we'll see where it goes on the discharge petition. But if that discharge petition ends up going through, I would likely vote to release.
I think we need to get that information out. I think transparency is important. Exactly what the mechanism is, the right mechanism, is, a subject of debate. I'm going to need to look at that specific bill again. I've heard some concerns that it might be citing the wrong law, or that it might not provide adequate protections for the individuals, for the victims. I'm going to have to see that and check, but certainly as a fundamental matter, I think we need to get this information out.